What's going on, guys? It's your boy Janky. Greetings from Indonesia and welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be about my latest scuba diving adventure. Like I said, I am currently in Indonesia. I am in a small harbor town called Labuan Bajo. And later on today, I'm going to be boarding a boat with a bunch of other divers. And we are all going on a 6-day Liveaboard scuba diving trip. Now, our destination is going to be the famous Komodo National Park, which is a group of volcanic islands. And we will be exploring a bunch of different dive sites over at Komodo National Park. It is my first time here. I've never really been there, but I hear that it is excellent, world-class diving. So I am really looking forward to it. I can't wait. Later on, I'm going to be joining the others, and we're going to load up our stuff, and then we'll go from there. So stick around, and I'll show you more. So this is the dive shop where I booked my Liveaboard trip with. Their name is Scuba Junkie Komodo. They're located here along the harbor in Labuan Bajo. The harbor is actually just on the other side, so we're very, very close. But we're over here pretty much at the main strip at Labuan Bajo. And it's very convenient for me because I booked a hotel which is directly across the street. So all I have to do is just grab my stuff, walk across the street, then I'm there. So here's the map of the Komodo National Park right over here. We're actually right here right now, and we're going to be diving mostly the north part and the central part of the Komodo National Park. The southern part right now, it's like cold water, so we're not going to be doing that. This is more warmer water up top, so that's where we're going to be. That's where we will be doing most of our diving. All these dive sites right here, we're going to try and check out as much as we can. So it was less than a 5-minute walk from the dive shop to the harbor, and this is the harbor here in Labuan Bajo. So we will be taking a couple of smaller boats which will take us to the actual boat that we will be staying at for the next 5 nights. I'm really excited to see what the boat's going to be like. So I'll show you guys more. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, this is the boat that we're gonna be on for the next 6 days. This is called the KLM Elia, and it's a traditional Finisi style boat. It's good size. Hey guys, so we just got done with our first general briefing. and that composed of just safety procedures, locations of things on the boat, just explaining the whole setup, that kind of stuff. And now we're actually underway, so check this out. So we are traveling at a nice slow pace, I'd say about 6 or 7 knots, and it's going to take us approximately an hour and a half to get to our first dive site. So during that time, we are setting up our dive gear over here. See, a lot of people have already set theirs up. People are just getting their stuff in order, and then in about an hour and a half or so, we're going to go on our first checkout dive to just check for our buoyancy, make sure that everything is working correctly. Some people here, they rented their equipment, so that's all set up. And then my little station's over here. And I brought my own stuff, my own dive gear, so.
Where did you go stop?
So here's my stuff over here, and then they give you like little crates here that you can use to put your wet stuff in.
Okay.
And then these are all the tanks. One cool thing is they actually upgraded me to nitrox. I was originally just signed up for air, but because just the way things worked out and there were more people doing nitrox, they just upgraded me for free. So I think I'll be diving with nitrox this entire trip, which is a nice added bonus. So stick around and I'll show you more. All right, guys, I'm gonna go walk you through the basic layout of the ship. So this big open area here, this is the common area, the wet area. This is where we do our dive briefings. This is where all the meals are going to be served. This is where all the dive gear will be set up, taken apart, all that stuff. Up here in the front is just like a little lounge area, a little common area where you can hang out. There's some cushion beds over here. You're more than welcome to hang out here or any part of the bow. Looking towards the back of the ship, you have 2 corridors, one on the starboard side, one on the port side. And let me show you what this looks like. So up here, this is actually the helm. We're the captain of the boat. Hello, Captain.
Hello.
This is the captain of the boat. This is the helm. He's in charge. Make sure we get to our destination safely. Up here, this is the upper deck. There's more lounging area here. There's some bean bags over here. There's some lounge beds where you can hang out, all that stuff. So check this out. Really cool. Big open area up here. There's a roofed shaded area right here where you guys can kind of just hang out. I'll be spending a lot of time here, probably drinking my whiskey. And then let's go back down and let me show you guys where the actual rooms are. Oh, hold on. What is this area? This area right here. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, this is more lounging area. So there's more day beds over here. There's like a bar over here. So as you can see, there's lots of room, lots of space, lots of places on the boat where you can just kind of hang out and unwind. Let's see over here. Down here, that sounds like the engine room because I can hear it. So we're not going to go down there, but we're going to head back towards the front of the boat and I'll show you guys what the actual rooms look like. Right here is one of the toilets. Sorry about the noise. We're right next to the engine room. And this is kind of like the main corridor that leads to 2 places. This place here, or this corridor, leads down below to the staterooms. And over here is the most important room of the boat, which is the kitchen. It smells wonderful. These guys are hard at work. What are we cooking today? What's for lunch?
Beef,
Beef, you said?
yeah.
Okay.
Gulai beef.
Yeah. There's some fried chicken over there. Can I take a picture? Oh my God. It smells wonderful over here. So they've got a full kitchen over here. They're going to be cooking all our meals. Amazing. I can't wait. There's also a fridge over here where they keep cold drinks. There's beer, juice, all that kind of stuff. And there's an honesty system here. So if you want to take a Coke or a soft drink, you just mark it down. If you want beer, you mark it down. If you want wine, you mark it down. So they have soft drinks available, they have beer, they have wine. I brought my own whiskey, but I'm gonna have some more beer. I'm probably gonna drink all of this, but that's how it works over here. And here are the prices for those things. All right, so continuing on, we're gonna go down this area, and it leads to this hallway. Now, on every side of this hallway are doors that lead to the cabins. This is where all the divers will be sleeping. So my cabin is actually the one at the end. I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. So if you open this right here, this is the cabin. It's a shared cabin. It's a 3-person cabin, so I'll be sharing this cabin with 2 other people. They chose to be on this side, and I get that bunk over here. So what do they provide? They provide pillows, there's blankets here, they give you towels. The blue towel is for showers and things like that, so that stays in the room. This black one is kind of like a hooded poncho, right, that they provide as well. So you can wear that as you're walking around the boat. There's also like a little, it looks like a little laundry bin of some sort. And they also provide a little water bottle that we get to keep after our trip. So that's a nice little touch. The rooms have little portholes over here. There's AC, so it's nice and cool in here. So you don't have to worry about being hot. You can control the temperature using this remote over here. There's some hanger pegs on the wall right over here. And there's some storage underneath where my bunk is. There's some storage over here. You open that, there's a little storage area where you can keep your bags and things like that. Over here is the bathroom for my cabin. So you have a marine toilet, marine head over here. Then the showers over here. There's a shower, and there's the sink, right? And this boat, actually, they have hot water, so that's nice. I love hot showers. So, you know, at the end of the day, after all the dives, you can take your shower over here. That drains directly right there on the deck. And yeah, that's the bathroom, and this is the room. All right, so we just finished the briefing for our first dive today, and we are approaching our first dive site, which is that group of islands right there. So that's going to be our first dive for today. Today we will be doing 3 dives, and then for the next several days we're going to do 4 dives a day, and then for the last day, on day 6, we're going to do 1 dive, and then we are going on like a Komodo dragon tour. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So now we're just going to go ahead and gear up, and then in a few moments we're going to be doing our first dive. So I'll see you there. Hey guys, so we just finished our first dive of the day. That was our checkout dive, just to make sure that everything's working correctly, all our gear set up and all that stuff. And let me tell you, if that first dive was a preview of what's to come, I cannot wait to see what the rest of this trip is going to show us, because there's so much life down there, so much fish, the coral reefs are great, good visibility, warm water, and it's just, there was hardly any current. No current at all, so it was like a perfect first dive location. So I can't wait to see what else Komodo National Park is going to show us. But right now we're about to eat lunch, so check this out. This is an example of the food that the crew has prepared for us, so watch this. So look at all this stuff.
Yes.
Oh man. Great food. So that is the feeding bell. We're like a bunch of cows over here, I feel like. No. So that just means it's time to eat. So stick around, I'll show you more, and I'll see you in a bit. So we just finished lunch, and now we are on our way to our second dive site. Everybody's just kind of chilling out, having a cup of coffee, relaxing. I want to show you guys one cool thing that they have over here. They actually have their refill stations for the tanks set up over here on the side, so you guys can see the hoses come up here and they can refill directly up here. So all these tanks right now, like these are nitrox, I believe. So they're getting refilled. So you can see all the airlines running along the side of the boat there. Everything's getting refilled. Pretty cool.
2, 1, go!
Hey guys, so we are getting ready to do our third dive for today, and that third dive is going to be a night dive. So we are just pulling into the dive site now. In a few moments we're going to have our dive briefing, and then after that we're going to gear up and we're going to hit the water. So I haven't been on a night dive in a while, so kind of excited about it, and I'm really curious to see what we see down there. So stick around, I'll show you more. Hey guys, good morning from Komodo. So today's going to be day 2 of diving. Yesterday was great. We had 3 dives yesterday, all really nice dives. And then after all the dives, had a nice dinner, had a few drinks after, and then I had a good night's rest. So now it's about 6:50 in the morning. We woke up at around 6 o'clock, had a briefing at around 6:30. So now everybody is getting suited up and we are getting ready to go on our first dive. So I hope you guys are liking the video so far. And I'll see you guys in a bit.
One, two, three, go!
Hey guys, so we just finished our first dive of the day, and once again, it was absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. We have a total of 4 dives scheduled for today, so we have 3 more dives coming up. 2 of those dives will be during the day, and the last dive will be a night dive once again. Right now, everybody's just having breakfast, and then after that, we are going to just hang out for a little bit, and then we will do our briefing for the next dive. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh yeah.
Go!
Hey guys, so I wanted to share with you one neat thing that I have here on this Liveaboard. So they have this whiteboard over here that's posted in the common area, but what's cool about it is that they have the entire day's schedule listed down. So this really helps you plan out your day because it tells you what time the next briefing is, what time you're diving, the next dive site, the meal times, and all that stuff. I'm constantly looking at this thing because I like to be prepared, and you know, in between dives I like to sneak in a nap or a break, things like that. And then on this side they have the plan of the week, and every day they have listed here all the dive sites that we have visited so far. So today's day 3. Once day 3 is over, we're going to put all the dive sites that we went to over here, and so on and so forth. But yeah, this is a really cool thing, and I just thought it was pretty neat, so just wanted to share. Hey guys, good morning. So it is day 4 of diving, and we have another full day of diving scheduled ahead of us. There's a total of 4 dives scheduled for today, 3 during the day and 1 nighttime dive. I'm only going to be doing the daytime dives, so I'm really looking forward to them. We're visiting some new dive sites today, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm really excited. It's about 6:30 a.m. now. We just finished our briefing for the first dive, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
1, go!
Hey guys, what's going on? So today is day 5 of diving. Time is flying around here because we are having such a great time. So today we are trying to do an earlier dive, earlier than usual, because we are going to a dive site that's pretty popular and we want to be the first ones there. It's about 6 a.m. now. We're going to have our briefing shortly, and then hopefully shortly after that we'll go splash. We have another full day of diving ahead of us. A total of 4 dives, 3 daytime dives and 1 nighttime dive. I haven't been to these places, so I'm really excited to see what the day brings. So stick around and I'll show you more. The largest internal organ in the human body. Hey guys, good morning. So today is day 6, which is actually our last day here on the boat. Our plans for today include one dive in the morning, which is actually our last dive here. Then after that, we're gonna have breakfast. And then we are going on a little trek to go see the famous Komodo dragons. So I am really looking forward to that. After that, we're gonna have lunch. And then we are gonna make our way back to Liveaboard. So I hope you guys are liking this video so far. Stick around for more.
Go! Let's go!
Everybody say hi. There we go. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. The big boy. Oh, that's okay. I'm watching him too. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys this killer view behind me. Check this out. Check out this landscape and just wait for it. I'm gonna pan over to this little bay that's out here. There's a few boats that are moored out there. Then you got more mountains out there. There's like a little lighthouse out there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but just a great view. Got a nice breeze up here. Pretty awesome. Life's good. Alright, so some of you guys might have questions as to how much a trip like this costs. So here is the most current price list. So they have different durations. They have a 4-day, a 6-day, an 8-day. And I took the 6-day Liveaboard trip. And total number of dives is 20. And here are the prices for the triple share room or the twin share room, if that's what you want. So it really all depends on how much time you have and what your budget is. So I'm gonna let you guys take a look at that. You can pause the video so that you can get a better idea. And there's some other fees here involved. For example, if you wanted the triple share room for only 2 people, that's an extra charge. Or if you wanted to have the twin room just for you, yourself, and not share with anybody, there's a charge for that. But if you were to share, these are the prices. These are the most current prices. I actually paid a little less than that because I got last year's rates. So I booked it last year, so mine was a little cheaper. Also, make note that if you have your own gear, kind of like what I did, I brought my own gear, you get a $100 discount. So subtract $100 from this, and that would be your rate. So some of the things that are included and those fees are transfer from the airport to your hotel here in Labuan Bajo, and another transfer from your hotel back to the airport, all your dive equipment, excluding a dive computer. They do not provide dive computers, but everything else they will provide for you if you don't have your own gear. Obviously, all your night's accommodations are included, towels, toiletries, all your meals, snacks, juice, tea, coffee, and water, that kind of stuff. And dive guide, obviously, is included as well. Some of the things that are not included are the Komodo National Park permit fees, which is approximately 275,000 Indonesian rupiah per day. So I had to pay that for 6 days. And there's also an additional 25,000 rupiah fee to use the port. Some other exclusions are your dive and travel insurance. That's not included. If you don't have that, I highly suggest you get that on your own. Any alcohol like beer, wine, and any soft drinks not included. Tips for the crew, gratuities, completely optional, but if you wanted to give that to the crew, they will greatly appreciate that, and that's cash only. Obviously, all your flights and any land-based accommodation here in Labuan Bajo, that's not included, like your hotel, things like that. Nitrox is not included, that's extra if you wanted that. And any land-based tours or excursions. So the Dragon Trek that we did, that was not included in this fee right here. So we had to pay that separately, and that's relatively cheap. That's only about 45,000 Indonesian rupiah. So yeah, these are the prices. Go ahead and pause the video so you guys can check that out. They also have all their current prices listed on their website, which is scubajunkieliveaboards.com, so you can check that out when you have time, and they have more details over there. Hey guys, so I am back home here in the States, and let me just tell you that Komodo Liveaboard I just did was probably one of the best scuba diving trips I've ever done in my life. So I've always wanted to check out the Komodo area. It's always been a bucket list item of mine for scuba diving, and I'm just so happy and grateful that I was fortunate enough to finally be able to do it. That place was absolutely phenomenal. The amount of marine life that you'll see out there is just mind-blowing. The water conditions, amazing. Nice and warm, good visibility. You really couldn't ask for more. It's just world-class diving. Big shout out to Scuba Junkies. I highly recommend their company. They are on top of their game. So if you guys are ever interested in booking a liveaboard trip, kind of like what I did, or maybe a stay at one of their dive resorts, do not hesitate, because they are great to deal with. Great communication, good service, everything went well, everything went smooth. No glitches, and I highly recommend them. I want to extend a big heartfelt thank you to the amazing crew of the KLM Elia. I do not remember everybody's name, but I do remember the amazing service that they provided to each and every one of the guests on board of that vessel. They are just absolutely phenomenal. Super helpful, super friendly. You really couldn't ask for a better crew. So thank you. We appreciate all your hard work, and you made this experience unforgettable. Big shout out as well to our dive guides, Jake, Caleb. I'm sorry I don't remember everybody's name, but thank you for showing us all those cool dive spots in the Komodo National Park. We had a great time. Thank you for keeping everybody safe. Appreciate all your hard work. A big shout out as well to all the new friends that I made on board the KLM Elia. So I'm going to go through everybody's name and I hope I remember. So we have Mel, we have Scylla, Brian, Carlos, Caroline, we have Cythera, Annie, we have Toby, we have Yun, Hui, John, and Deborah. So it was really nice to meet you guys. I had fun, so much fun, especially trivia night. That was awesome. Let's do that again. And I hope to see you guys in future dives sometime in the near future. And that's about it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. So hit a like for that algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.